Let's check out the story of the day at the Indonesia PGA Championship, sponsored by Enjoy Jakarta, presented by IPC. And one of the stories of the day on this Saturday came from Ashon, who put in a tremendous charge. By this stage, he'd already started that charge. He'd gone out in 31. Here he is at the 10th hole for another birdie, and there were red numbers all over his card.
They kept coming at the 12th as well. Around 15 feet across the slope on the par 4. And the ball had a radar for Ashon on set.
At the 18th, second shot. He had some highlights today. Have a look at this one though. A par 5, remember. He was 6 under par for the day at this stage. And he was very nearly 9 under par for the day. Almost an albatross, but it finished up being effectively a tap-in eagle for Ashon. And he comes up with the equal best round of the day, a 64, and vaults up into contention at 15 under heading into Sunday.
Few were more impressive today than Matsumura, the Japanese star here on the 5th hole. Birdie putt, no more than 3 feet. It took him to 13 under par. Very solid player, Matsumura. Look forward to number 8, the par 5. Left himself a challenging bunker shot. But all aspects of his game were solid today, Matsumura. 5-footer up the slope for birdie. Beautifully done. Took him to 14 under par. Then on the 16th hole, get another birdie chance. $16 under par for Michio Matsumura.
It was an interesting day for Pagunsan. He got off to a wobbly start, making a bogey at the second. Things not looking all that good in the early holes, but then he was able to get the train back on the rails with this. The birdie putt at 5. He was back to even par for the day. And we said at the time that it might just light the fire, and it certainly seemed as though that was the case, because he followed that birdie at 5. With this at the 6th hole to get it into red figures for the day. And all of a sudden the self-assuredness was back for the 35-year-old from the Philippines. And he had one more still to come on his outward 9 at the 9th hole. Outstanding approach in to a tough pin. It's been a tough hole this week, the 9th. Pagunsan able to drain the putt here, and he went out in 34.
Wasn't a lot happening on the back 9 for Pagunsan, but on 16, this downhiller for birdie, he made that to go to 17 under.
Dottie, I think the interesting story of the day is Park Sang-hyun. He came out and really took this course on early. He made a birdie at the 2nd. Here he is at the 3rd to go back-to-back birdies. And at this stage, every single part of his game looked as though it was all coming into focus, and a very sharp focus of that. And he looked untouchable early in his round.
He really did. Ball striking was impeccable. His touch on the greens, immaculate. This for eagle after 2 fine shots on the par 5. And he just coaxed that up there to tap in range. At this stage, everyone was chasing Park Sang-hyun.
That then was 3 birdies in a row. And there was a lot more still to come at the 5th hole. 435-yard par 4. Another birdie opportunity. When he gets in this frame of mind, the flat stick normally works very well, and that was certainly the case in this patch today. Look at the positivity with that stroke. He slammed that into the hole, and that was 4 birdies on the bounce.
Another putt for birdie on the par 5/8. These are the length putts you want when you're in the lead. It was all Park Sang-hyun at this stage of the day.
However, it wasn't all going his way, but that was a bit later in the day. At this stage, he played a couple of iron shots at 9 and 10 that were probably not his best, but his putter was saving him, and then he came up with this. This was downhill, it was right to left, it was quick, and it was spot on. A bomb from Park Sang-hyun, making it his 6th birdie of the round.
Bogeys at 14 and 15, though, brought him back to the field. Hit 2 shots on the 18th, the par 5 to this point. Lovely touch down the slope, just the way he wanted to finish. No more than 12 inches left for birdie, and that gave Park Sang-hyun the 54-hole lead.
At 18 under the card. And so he will go into the final day with a 1-shot advantage over Michio Matsumura of Japan and Pagunsan of the Philippines. We're set for a great Sunday at the Enjoy Jakarta Indonesia PGA Championship presented by IPC.